time ago, back in the days when lions, tigers, elephants, gazelles, and all sorts of animals would get together and exchange dinosaur jokes, the zebra didn't have any stripes. Not that this was any great inconvenience, because everyone seemed to get along pretty well without stripes. But zebras didn't have that much going for them. They were not extraordinarily unique looking, resembling little horses, and at cocktail parties they could be invariably found alone by the bar. Zebras had no reasonable means of catching meals or protecting themselves from hungry predators. One has to remember that this was before macrobiotic vegetarian diets. Zebras would always welcome a little stewed groundhog or charcoal chipmunk with the grass if they could get it. One day, a few zebras met to discuss the plight of the herd, specifically their lack of a way to secure good protein. The main speaker was an astute young zebra named Zorn. "You know, it's not fair," said Zorn. "Lions have a roar, tigers are fast and agile, snakes have poison fangs, and no one wants to grapple with a porcupine. Something must be done." Zebras talked and talked the matter over as zebras will, and agreed that something had to be done. They debated for hours over what to do and finally resolved to send a representative, Zorn, to see the Lord about it. Zorn arrived at the gates of heaven early in the afternoon. God was in his office, watching a future showing of American Idol. "Hey, how you been, my friend?" the Lord exclaimed upon noticing his visitor. "Well, frankly, Lord, what's it, my friend? Something particular you wanted to see me about, or were you just paying me a visit?" "Well, some of us zebras were talking, and you want to talk to me about abolishing the rainy season, right?" No, not that. "Natural disasters?" No, I just wanted to talk to you about a problem. The zebra problem." God rotated to face Zorn and knocked a fly off his wrist. "How's that?" "Well, you see, we have a lot to be thankful for, Lord, but there's nothing special about us. There's nothing to enable us to blend in with the background, and we have no way of snaring small game or keeping from becoming small game ourselves." Now the Lord had to sit back and think about these words for a while. The zebra had been one of the last animals he had made, and he actually hadn't put that much thought into creating them. In fact, the only reason he had bothered to make the zebra at all was that the name zebra had appealed to him so much. The Lord finally thought so long that time had to stop to await further instruction. "You know, Zorn," the zebra looked up a trifle startled by the Lord's interruption. "It's hard to think of completely new traits for an animal that'll do what you want it to do. I've produced horns, curved horns, spiral horns, roars, bellows, barks, growls, quills, smells, scales, camouflage, fangs, clasps, claws, and what have you. And I think I know what will do for you zebras. I believe I have just the right thing for you. I'll make you plaid," God exclaimed, beaming triumphantly. There ensued a silence in which a very astonished zebra gazed in disbelief. "Plaid? Yes, plaid. But I don't see, that's not really, you don't think, you're not serious, plaid? Have you no faith in your Lord?" Well, as you can imagine, the zebra population was a bit taken back about suddenly finding themselves to be plaid. Zorn, having generally incurred their displeasure, was busy maintaining a very low profile. Their anger was not unwarranted, and they looked pretty comical. However, things not always being as they seemed to be, got a little better, at least for the zebra. You see, there was something ticklish about seeing a herd of plaid zebras moving across a clearing forever. The zebra was fast becoming the king of the jungle. The next convention held in the jungle was called by the snake to discuss the zebra's new supremacy. Emissaries representing every species of jungle animal from the elephant to the aardvark. Every species excepting the zebra, of course. Painstaking care was taken to conceal the event from the zebra. not so much because the animals feared the zebra's reaction, but because an appearance by the zebra would break up the meeting. Even without the side-splitting presence of the animal, the somber tone of the convention was often punctuated by chortling at the mere thought of him. The meeting was a lengthy one, but there was only one thing they could do. There was no way any animal could approach the zebra without cracking up. A representative, a snake named Sebastian, was sent to see the Lord about the problem. When Sebastian arrived at the Lord's office, the Lord glanced up momentarily, recognizing the snake, one of his favorite creations, as he entered the room. "Sebastian, how have you been, my friend? It's been a while, hasn't it? Now then, was there something you wanted to talk to me about?" Yes, the zebra problem." "The zebra problem? I thought I had already taken care of that." "Well, if you forgive me for saying this, Lord, but it seems you've created it." "What's that?" "You see, the zebra, because of the plaid coat you gave him, has taken to ruling the jungle." But you're the underseer of the entire jungle." "No longer, Lord, even I the snake," as Sebastian puffed out his chest a wee bit, "even I am incapable of anything but hysteria when encountering the absurd-looking creature." The Lord had to think once again. For a while, he certainly had not meant for the zebra to become king of the jungle. Yet if he took the plaid off the zebra, he'd have to give them something else, or his home would be swarming with indignant zebras. The only thing he could think of was to make a compromise, and that's how the zebra got his stripes.